Hey beautiful people, it is Maggie Liz and welcome to today's video where today we are back at again with some Doki Literature Club. I enjoyed it so much last time that I want to get back into this and to be honest I'm probably going to record like an episode today just because I'm so invested in this game. Like I just want to like keep playing it. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Let's go to the load game. Okay. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Maggie. Yo, Siori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look in your purse, Siori? That's a weird thing. Why is that? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Siri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. I can't read that for some reason. Only two small coins fall out. Ah ha ha ha. I knew it. Oh, she tried to get us to pay for a snack for her. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Our person is smart. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ah ha ha ha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. Well, crap. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Maggie to let me borrow some money. uh, that's. Don't get me involved like that, Siori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah, did I just? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ha ha ha. I literally, I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's, there's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What just happened? Plop? Yeah, Out of nowhere, something smacks Yuri in the face and tumbles it onto the desk. Ow! What was that? What was? Eh? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Yuri glances around. It is this a miracle? I can relate. That's a miracle to me. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost works. Ah ha 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 ha. Ha. I was just gonna give it. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears it open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oh, so good. As if she's eating with her mouth full. That's funny. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. She's more clumsy than I am. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh, Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. God damn it. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful, Yuri trots off to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Uh, where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Hmm, that's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's probably she's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think sorry, something in my eye. You don't think she has a I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Uh, there, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard this since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Maggie. Monica smiled sweetly. God, she is such a flirt. All of them kind of are. Well, mainly her and Yuri. They both have a problem with flirting. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischief e- escape escapade. Escapade? Now I'm gonna try. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she has lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mother this sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I if I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's a book that you gave me, right? Hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason, just curious how come you have two copies of the same book. Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, mm, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous look, looking eye symbol on the front cover. All right, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give you anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her lost long younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of that's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Maggie? No, that's not that. It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and elusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when they thought you related to the protagonist, they've God, I cannot read today. My eyes are so blurry today. I don't know why. They're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I've lost interest. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book after I had put in my that I have put in my bag. All right, it's fine. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip in the seat between. I sit. I can't read, guys. Kill me. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's. I'm sorry. She apologizes way too much. She reminds me of me. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. Soon I understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry. I was just. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. There she goes again. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we catch, once we each and lean in a little more, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn pages. Here, I don't like these like weird angles it goes to. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again, our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I need a drink. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri not oh no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the pages. Instead, I just assume that she finished the pages before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb's gently letting go of the pages, letting it flutter over to her side so she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. If not, it's not that I can see into her head or anything, but sorry, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Maggie, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? I. Okay, everyone. That probably scared me too. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. Oh, god damn it. I don't want to read anymore. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Is is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Um, I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Hmm. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. All right, I stand up. I take a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Oh, god damn it. Okay, we're gonna start with the top again. Siori. Oh, I feel I like this one, Maggie. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. And I guess you caught me. Sometimes know me a little too well for my own good. Well, just don't try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear about it. No, no. I still like this, and I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Maggie. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes you feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in this first place. Yeah, me either. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want me to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. I forgot I did go with a more happy dialogue this time. Wait, sometimes I like poems too. I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Siori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help you I give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Siri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Maggie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh god, she wrote a long one. Okay. Bottles. I pop off the scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my friends go, like exploring the dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Night after night. Oh, I already did that one. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the title between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. And yeah, that's it. I actually kind of like that one. Holy crap. Siori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's also kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've you've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Siri always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those things. But seeing the passion in your eyes makes it hard for me to be pessim- pessimistic. All right, next let's do Natsuki's, our favorite person. Hmm. Well, I can admit that's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Siori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. People keep calling me. It's gonna make me mad. Siori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so or fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Ow. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ow! Natsuki's a dick. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away from from laying go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. What's with all these long poems today? Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sung the chorus, my heart would pound like the rhythm of words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends starts to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It is gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Wow, that is dark, and that is not a poem. Nothing about that spoke a poem. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Something you can c- explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyway, what would look like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's like how everyone thinks my. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid to tell people. You're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I do like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. All right then. All right, next is Yuri. She's the one that has really bad handwriting, so this will be interesting. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Maggie, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kinds of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It, it's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Okay. Hers is the one that I always struggle with because one, it's a mix between cursive and bad handwriting. Like usually, like don't write cursive unless if you have really good handwriting. Like hers is decent, but okay, let's do it. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuffling of raccoons outside my windows. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a wondering human, understanding human. I can't read what that word says. I gave the raccoons a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoons, an urge. Okay, I'm right here. The moon in I'm not going to try to read that. Its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glisters in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoons become excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon ha, has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time that word, what is that word? Whatever. My cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic, whatever that word is. See, I cannot read her handwriting. Like, you guys probably would have a better. Like, I also am like half blind, pretty much. So my glasses are all messed up right now. So that's why I have to get closer when it comes to reading her stuff. Anyway, I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Okay, done with that. That was the one I was worried about all this time. Um, I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if it takes it, blah, if if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Now, Monica, last one. Take a drink first. My lips are so dry. Hold on. I need some of this. That's better. Okay. Hi again, Maggie. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. All right. Great job, Maggie. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Uh, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Siori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply and analyze all of the gnosis. It can take years of practice, which I am assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. But anyway, you you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. All right, let's take a look. See me. Oh, hers is long. Oh, sorry, it's called Save Me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony? I don't know if I'm reading that right. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. God, I cannot read today. Um, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Lopi. Can I? No? Alright. Hmm. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I guess I like playing with my space of the paper, choosing where and how the space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract of physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decisions. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or even something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? She's trying to give me a hint. I see you, Monica. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if anyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sorta. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Yuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to do for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Oh, what? Performing? What you talking about? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. You gotta be kidding me. Kill me. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Siori's putting it all, putting it blah. Siori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Siori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Nizuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Siori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Mitsuki and Yuri had never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only we're the only one responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and even put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. But but you don't want to share that with others. Oh, don't you want to share that with others? Sorry. To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes it, and if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Yuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Siori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of your own. We're going to practice. Shut up. Jesus. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the class, how do you expect to do in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebooks. Oh, so are we doing this now? Okay. Specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. Okay, so I think this is a good place to stop. I'm going to go ahead and save this. Okay, let's go back to main menu. Okay, so that's a good place to stop. I'm tired. Yeah, I love this game so far. I'm gonna definitely finish this game, and I know a YouTuber I watched just recently put out a mod for this game, and like there's a link to it that I have that I might also play that at some point. I'm gonna try to save the link so I can do it, or at least remember the video that the link's on, because I watched him play it, and it's pretty messed up in a lot of ways. So prepare for tears if I do that. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, smash that like button. Also, comment for suggestions on upcoming videos because I would totally love to take your suggestions. All my social media will be down in the description. My Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch, and TikTok will all be down in the description. So go follow me on all of those. As always, guys, I love each and every one of you. Stay lit, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.